All right, drone video of a large tract with direct National Forest frontage. We're looking easterly. You can see the gravel road at the bottom of the screen. That's where that white truck or Tahoe is parked. So we're looking easterly directly over the property, and the National Forest was off in the distance, a little over a quarter mile in the distance, and it borders the entire east side of this property for about 250 feet. So this is tract 24 at the Howell County project, or the Devil's Backbone project. It's in Howell County, Missouri, only about 8 or 10 miles northwest of West Plains, Missouri. Now we're looking northerly, property on the right side of the road. You can kind of tell from the drone video, but we have a topo map pulled up as well, and this tract lays very, very nicely. Not only is it one of the largest tracts within this private development, but the ground just lays beautifully. It's basically level on the west side by the easement road. Topo map shows that it stays level for a couple hundred feet as you go east, and then when it slopes down, it slopes very gradually. And I believe we're going to do a full flyover to the east side and then back, so we're going to see that. So it slopes down very gradually. You get about east of center, and it looks like it levels out again. You've got that seasonal creek bed that crosses over the east side. So certainly not a year-round creek, just a small seasonal creek. And then it rises up gradually past the creek bed until you get to the National Forest. So yeah, we're flying due east over the property. Great mixture of timber on here. Mostly hardwood trees, probably red oak, white oak, hickory trees, but you will likely have some cedar trees and maybe even pine trees. There are some pine trees in the area. This is kind of an early fall, late summer video. It was a bit cloudy the day they took this video, it looks like, but we are getting a fairly good look at the mixture of timber. Extremely private, nice dimensions too. It's 250 feet north to south. So nice and wide, and then as we mentioned earlier, it goes back to the east, a little over a quarter mile, so very usable. 250 feet wide, especially on a wooded property. It gives you a lot of space and a lot of privacy. So now we're basically looking at the National Forest. I think we've crossed over the east side of the property. That's probably off in the distance, that gravel easement road that leads to the county road. So private gravel easement road here at the Devil's Backbone. Very rare to have a property with actual frontage on the National Forest. So you've got your own private 10 plus acres. It's 10.6 acres, by the way. It is surveyed with the corners marked. You've got your own private acreage, one of the largest tracts out here. Very few tracts over 10 acres in size out here. And you can hunt, camp, build all that good stuff on your own private acreage. But with that direct National Forest frontage, you can, in a sense, use that as your backyard. So that's generally open for hunting, for hiking, recreation, all that good stuff as well. So that does directly border the east side of the property, and just a few hundred yards northwest of the property is the National Forest as well. So you've got all kinds of access to the National Forest with this tract. Very, very private, obviously heavily wooded. And not only, as we said, is it one of the largest tracts out here, but from what we're seeing on the topo map and from what we saw in the drone video, it lays as nicely or more nicely than any of the tracts. So looking down at the west side, we're looking south right now, so property on the left side of the road. And then we're going to spin around and probably face easterly to end the video. Amazing property. Only about 30 tracts out here at the Devil's Backbone project. So very, very kind of limited time opportunity if you're looking for a property that borders National Forest, especially in this area of the Ozarks. Fantastic. Anyway, there you have it, tract 24, 10.6 acres. If you have any questions, just let us know.